We're going to take a little trip through the Talladega National Forest, GCRad1, Yamaha TDUB Club. Haven't done one of these in a while. Alright, getting the weekend started here, back in Alabama. Woo! And it says I'm taping. So, take you for a little ride in the Talladega National Forest in just a moment. Alright, video's rolling. I just hit dirt or gravel at 11 miles. My gas station was at 10 miles. And yeah, I'm back to my hometown. I guess you could call it my hometown, but this is where I grew up, right here in Sycamore, Alabama. And just popped on the dirt here. We're going to take a little trip through the Talladega National Forest, kind of make up for my first outing where my SD card was not in my camera. Technical file. Yeah, back to the pine trees and kudzu. Yeah, this is where I shot that photo. I posted with all the kudzu right through here. But I was talking with my brother today. It's gonna be, man, I was just up in North Carolina. It was nice and cold. And now I'm back here and it's all warm. Got my summer gloves on. No jacket. Hippo hands are off. It's like warm, like summer warm. But we have a, you know, somewhat of a chance of a rain today. I want to say anywhere 40, 60, 10. Or 100, depending on where you're at under the cloud that's actually dripping. But yeah, we're going to do a little lap here today in the Talladega National Forest. Alright, I'll just clip you along. Yeah, I'll have to, see where that little cut through is? It cuts through there. A little more of a technical section through here. It just kind of like follows the power lines. And a lot steeper. More of your ATV, UTVs are going through there. We'll go through there on the moto. We'll do that like later in the winter when it's like cooler and wearing a jacket and can stand around and fight a little bit more. And when I get bored of this. But for right now, we're going to stay on the main thoroughfares and just try to knock down some miles today and just kind of give you a glimpse of what Talladega National Forest looks like. And in talking with my brother, I'm going to try to get up to the higher elevations up on the motorway. I'll throw the name in, but it's the main thoroughfare through the Talladega National Forest, and that's what we'll use when we link up to go to the northern section of the forest. I'm like Sycamore is located in the, I guess you could say, the southwestern region of the Talladega National Forest. So that's where you'll see me making my lots of entrances and exits to the mountains from this road here. Because the tarmac back to my house, it's all backcountry, you know, no major highway. Nice, peaceful and mellow. So this is just a way to connect through to the big road, creating my lap. But a lot of people, the Talladega National Forest has like the big Pinhoti hiking trail, which all of us Alabamians claim as the southern terminus of the Appalachian Trail, because it all connects up. The Indians used it as such, I would assume. That's how all the white man trails started. They found all the original Indian trails. But yeah, we're just gonna like put a nice lap in the woods out here today. Coming off of North Carolina. It's they got some really unique riding area up there, but hey, I got national forest by my house too. All right, I'll clip you in as we get further out. That little spot, all gated up. Lots of private land out here. I don't know how all that works, but it is what it is. Little creek. Alright. It's going to be lots of light shifting today with the clouds rolling through and everything. Hopefully it'll be a little cooler out here. My brother was talking about a forest doing some new fire breaks out here, so I think that's what that was just back there. So we'll have to lots of little exploring to do, but I can do all that kind of stuff when, you know, I've traveled this road 10-20 times and it starts to get boring. I can start checking out the little side chutes and such. Today we're just kind of getting the lay of the land, getting reacquainted with my old stomping grounds. I used to ride my old Yamaha DT175 out here. Roads are way different now. They're like way more groomed and taken care of. I remember where like it was just avoid the mud hole every 5 feet back in the day. I still see some mud holes out here, but it ain't rough like it used to be, by no means. Okay, let's see what I did before, and yeah, I need some gloves that I can just nav without the finger hits. So today, is that it? Yeah. So bro said take the right, go down. We're gonna 148 across. There's Bulls Gap, Trailhead, Pinhoti Trail exit, and then we're gonna, it's not Lost Motorway anymore, but it's I forget the Skyway. That's what we're gonna do. But yeah, we're gonna get down there. All right. Sorry to show you all this trash, but man, there's humans involved, and we just can't avoid it, can we? I'll have to put me a 5-gallon bag on here and come haul some trash out one day. Got to start me up a little dual sport community and get it going. All right, so technically, I need to start my new track. This is what's crazy, is like house in the middle of the forest. It's cool. It's way cool. But it's just crazy when you see it out here. I don't know if this is technically in the Talladega National Forest. I need to get like a more boundary specific. We're coming off the south of the Holland's Wildlife Management. It's kind of a big time hunting area. So just lots and lots of exploring to be done out here. I told my brother I want to ride down every dirt road in the forest out here. So I got laps and miles to do. But look at this view. Woo-hoo! Get it done. Yeehaw! Home on the range, where the T-dubs play. Coming out of the hill, you can just feel the cool air go warm. It's gonna be the rally section here, I guess. Leftover crest. Me and the daughters will have to come out and pace note all the roads out here. I'll have to dig my old rally car Terra trip out. It's quite a bit to mount them up. You got to put a wheel sensor in, and that's what makes the computer spin. And I'm sure they got new, just as accurate, more accurate GPS tracking type rally computers now. Oh well, it's all about the fun of it, right? Okay. Where I'm at now. I think I'm gonna go left and left again. Oh yeah, the church. Barry was talking about the church. Alright, cuckoo. I'll clip you in as we get closer. So, out here in the woods is this church. Rocky Mountain Baptist Church, established in 1870. Oh, it's been around a little bit. All right, complete with a graveyard. Carrying on. So the gravel is a little chunkier over here on this side. Bike is dancing around a lot more. Got to stay on top of it a little bit more. King of the jungle, Tarzan. He must be stopping for a water break. Must be a creek or something nearby. Boots around a lot more, and I think I'm still on my tarmac tire pressure from this past weekend. The Sunday portion, we did more tarmac sightseeing. It was tarmac-tastic. I'm gonna tell you, even though we were T-dubbing on tarmac, the views were just spectacular. Oh, now we're starting to get a little of that ridge here. This smells like a fresh, oh yeah, control burn. Alright, California, take note. This is how you do it. This is how you manage a forest and don't burn down all your cities nearby. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. My wife and I were talking about it. Like I grew up remembering, like, oh yeah, you burn back a lot of the bush and stuff to keep the forest from completely burning down. You know, you don't want a wildfire. That's why they call it a wildfire, because when fire is wild and out of control, guess what? You don't control it. It's going where Mother Nature wants it to go. So there is definitely some management that needs to happen, and Yeah, the South, I think, has kind of done a decent job of it, you know. I don't know. I'm not the expert. I just kind of go off of what I see and what I see happening. Where am I? Was that the road I was supposed to take? Alright, let me stop here a second. I may be there already. We're gonna go on down here and see. That's another lap to be investigated. Alright, I'll clip you back in a minute. But we're gonna be up there in probably just a jiffy. So we should be right there, Pinhoti Trail. That's what that should be, according to my map. Bulls Gap Trailhead, and so we should be able to. Oh yeah, right here. Don't even have to touch the highway. Just come in right here, and here we go. Seriously, hadn't been on this in a long time. Have not been on this in a long time. We're could be really cool when it's raining. Could be really scary when it's raining. But a little drizzle with a little water running over the shrapnel would be cool. I'll save that for the summertime. But if it does rain today, like, alright, I got my raincoat and it ain't cold. Speed right here, or dual sport terrainish, not super groomed, not well maintained, which is great because less traffic. Yeehaw! I'm digging it. Woo! I've really got to get my brother's bike up and going, man, so I can have my riding buddy with me. Nice little camp spot. Dig it. Float, and this is what we came for. Woo! Alright, here's our little Alabama color changing of the seasons. Still always a good habit to stay on your side of the turn, because there could be another dude just like me out here doing the same thing, riding, getting away from it all. It's going to be a little mud hole in the wintertime. That's some good water brake management. Picking thread. I see a little remnant of a trail, someone going through here. Another little, yeah, we're up on the ridge now, man. Alright, I'm gonna save some tape for further up. Alright, so I just saw a little gate open that actually drops off on the eastern side of the ridge here. I'm just gonna, I like to poke my nose down these little sections. I may not go all the way through it. I'll just like put it on there so on my map tracking I can like, alright, cool, go back, look at it on the map, see where that goes. And yeah, I can see it dropping out, but curiosity. I was gonna turn around right there, but look at this. Like, oh, okay. Some kind of breaker 19. All right. Alright, there's a power line pole, but I don't see any, power's coming to it, but I don't see any power going off from it to another direction. I don't see anything through there, but you can see that cut down there in the woods. We just came from over there. We didn't go up on that tower side, but we kind of came in that direction and came across, up and around, and lots of sightseeing to do. All right, carrying on. Yeehaw. Oh. I think there's a fire tower lookout up here on this side and another lookout, so we'll just have to go down here and see. We're supposed to be able to go from here all the way to Georgia, pretty much in the woods. I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of tarmac over there, but the fact that I get to claim this is my little overland route. It's like, heck yeah, I'm backing it. Oh, little sandy section. How'd they get sand? Lots of water flow. Kind of cruising along here. Lots of water management, or not. Maybe that's just big mud hole pockets. Just long as it doesn't square off in the bottom. Nice little section there. we're gonna go up. I'll keep it on a second. See what we encounter on this little uphill. With it being this rocky, it might be good to be keeping my tires aired up, because that's how you get a puncture flat or pinch flat, hitting these square edge rocks. So sometimes you have to take this sacrifice of comfort for the harshness of fully aired up tires, but it gives you the safety of not getting a snake bite on your rim to your tube. That's what we used to call it in the BMX days. It just always seemed like your rim would pinch the tube in two spots, make it look like a snake bite. So it was just a rim bite. Good Lord, that water hole could be 5 foot deep. I mean, I guess if you were aired down and just comfort, you know, just like super touring riding, not trying to make speed, then yeah, you could air down. Just take your time through all that rough rapple stuff. But today I'm rally touring, TW rally touring, just covering ground. All right, you buying that? You picking up what I'm putting down? Woo! Yeah, I think the Garnier oiled wax boots are gonna come into hit status this winter. More water than I'm used to. Man, look at this. This whole road has just water running down it when the winter time. Yeah, that'll be fun to film. Or not. I don't know, but I like the idea of it. But alright, I'm like totally digging my riding terrain now, man. Coming across this, oh, that's a pucker pocket. So I just checked out a little support camp. The Pinhoti Trail, I believe, is running to the left of me here, more out on the western slope of the ridge. I'm over here on the eastern slope of it now, but I just ran up on 3 horseback riders. They're out here cruising. It's their first time out here. Well, it's funny, they're getting ready to go to North Carolina in I think 2 weeks, they were saying. I'm like, man, yeah, you guys are gonna have a good time in North Carolina, man. The weather's already cooler up there. But man, look at this riding area. I'm woo, barbish. I'm totally stoked to be back here, cruising all this stuff. I'll be I think I should be able to bring the Subaru, the lifted Subaru at least, down through here. Look at that forest. It's like, okay, picnic spot for the day, right there on the edge. There's not a ton of traffic coming through here. So it's just very, very cool, man. Woohoo! All right. I got my 196 horses. All right, log crossing. Had to give it a little extra oomph, just to, you know, 2-3 inches subtracted from 6 inches is not a whole lot. So maybe this is our other lookout right here. Let's check it out and see. It's very it's a grassy lookout. Look at that. That is an ant bed, my friends. You know, see. Oh, there's like a trail right there. Take this dead piece of grass and look at those ants. Yep. Ant bed. No fun. But that's an ant bed. But look at this trail getting started right here. Oh, this is probably the Penhody Trail right here. Duh. We need more hikers. Look at that. Need more hikers. Alright. That'll be something. As soon as it cools down, my family, we plan on doing some hiking out here. Yeah, you know, as soon as you turn the camera off, you see something else. So just wanted to show you this power line cut through the middle of the forest, over the hills. Hey, look at that. Hey, I think there's a few trees out here. And then look, it just goes right over the ridge of this mountain and on down the other side. Alright, just a little cool thing. You know, I don't know. If everybody was self-sufficient and on solar, we wouldn't need that, but I'm sure we would need it. I don't know. It's always a... Oh, this probably goes up to the towers. Let's do a quick peek. There you go, peoples. Woo! Look, that's all the control burn area they're doing. Okay, that's enough high voltage for me being next to. Yeah, I don't know. You see all this white? I don't know if that's marble, but it just makes me think. I saw it back in the road earlier. There was definitely some white crushed marble that they were trying to fill in a water hole with. But Sylacauga here, and all the way up through Talladega, there's a natural marble vein running through here. And the Sylacauga, that's what they're kind of famous for, is the white marble. Like in the United States, this marble here is some of the purest white marble outside of Italy. Italy's known for their marble, but as I've been told, we have some really good marble. Look at this little trail. I'll put a finger on my map and come back and oh, this is probably going to go to a lookout over here. Yeehaw! There's some good square edge rocks up in there. Pine straw. Another little camp, but where it goes, it's like, man, why would it go down further? Maybe it's an old fire break that goes and gets down to the lower power line. So I'm gonna flip around here, just like meh. Another thing to look at on Google Map, and I say I'm going to turn around. Yeehaw. This is why I love the TDUB so much. Little 29 inch inseam legs. Big dual sport bike, I would have done falling over there for sure. Alright, little thumper, get up on the foot pegs and let's go. Come on, nanny goat. Woo! Just rocky, shelly. If you ain't rocking, you pine strawing. And if you pine strawing, you slipping and sliding. It's kind of like the rock crawler credo to always trust your rock for the grip, if it's a grippy rock, but it'll be consistent. Or pine straw and all the rest will just have you slipping and sliding and carrying on. Alright, nice little finger added to my map. Cool little remote camp spot. And alright, next. This is the part of the ram mount problem. You want to shoot photos, you gotta take your phone off. I need to get me a can of graffiti spray removal. Those of you that know me probably are laughing, knowing my past in the creative field, but everything has its place, and this is just not one of those places. Come on, trash, you're messing up my photo. Yeah, look at that. So, as far... Oh, those stacks over there, that might be my Kimberly Clark. Or Georgia Pacific now, by my house. I don't know, that's some big mountains over there. I don't know. I have lots of Google Map looking, but I see a lake and these fields over there. That could be by my old house back around there. I'm not real sure. Again, I'm gonna have to sit here and kind of study it on the Google Maps, but you guys, I don't know if it's me, but that looks very purple in the rock. Alright, let's get a little photo shot. What a day it is. Alright. Randall D. Heath, 1956 to 2001. This must have been his spot that he wanted to be. Very, very loose gravel. You gotta get in the flat track position on some of those turns. Oh, water hole. Square edges. I don't like square edges on 6 inches of travel. It's like you saw the line, but then a little detail of the water hole. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. You're like, ooh. No fingers this way, just a little finger this way. Oh. Is that dual sport tracks? We'll look at it when we come back. Pine straw. Woo! Just a little example of how slicky slick it is. Yeah, pine straw is like ice skating. It just slides. It's good for snow training. Well, this looks like it's just going off into another holler of some sort. Could be a little hunting spot. Who knows? So another spot to come explore. Call it, because this will just be another winter day with me and my brother. He'll probably know. That's why I put the finger on my map and show him, and he'll be like, oh yeah, that goes to nowhere, right into the middle of the woods. It is pretty cool, man. Like, it's just a ton of pine straw though. Alright, this thing's just dropping. I'm gonna be at the bottom. Nice little finger though. This finger's longer than my other finger, so. Roller wheelies burn. Dang, I came on down here pretty far. Woo! That was... Thank you, Ricochet skid plate. Holy crap. It hit the bottom of my foot at the same time it hit the skid plate. But, you know, it hits your bike that solid, man. It's just like... Thor just broke his anvil out and gave you a whack. Alright. Pine straw, brr. Alright, my little mud hole should be coming up here. Right here. Let's see what we got. I think that's just UTV. And now TDUB. Alright. use that little water rut as a berm. And the clouds carrying water. Yeehaw. I was going to be dropping out to kind of an overlook there a bit, but it's just a nice chute coming down out of the woods. We're definitely coming down in elevation. Big radio tower over here. Woo, checked up on the speed, buddy. And this would be a nice overland pedal route too. With garbage can. That's good enough. Man, that's a nice little farm action over there. I really do need to sort out my Google bearings here. But let's kind of take a look. Whoa, oh, look at that huge barn over there, just in the middle of nowhere. I'll have to. All right, let me stop and freeze. Look at that barn. Just in the middle of nowhere. Not nowhere, but it's just out here. Oh, so that gate I passed was the fire tower over there. There's a highway down here, or dirt road or something. A little pasture action. All right. I got some serious terrain to cover. I don't know, but this is a cool little section right here. It's a nice little breeze, covered canopy. Woo. TW just putting along. I like it. It right here. Haha. That was a cool section. Cool section. What? Hold that line, front brake. Nice little road out here. Hey. Alright. We'll just carrying on running this ridge out here. And the deep, heavy gravel. It's kind of mixed. It's like heavy in sections and cleared out other sections. All these little camping side chutes out here. As soon as it cools down, Sam and I'll have to come do some camping out here. the feeling of the road. And we're dropping again. All these little off cambers. Smooth, but loose. Radio tower. So I just topped off my tank. I'm on I forget where I'm even at. I don't know. I'm following this little dot on the thing here, but I'm on the I keep wanting to say Lost Motorway, but that's my old oh. Alright, that was dang, like nationally recognized. Are we already, like, Pinhoti connects over here to this? Is this the actual Pacific Crest Trail terminus? Oh yeah, that's the Pinhoti Trail right here. Alright, so it goes on up in here. Anyhow, just trying to connect my way up through Talladega National Forest, so saw another trail sign, but don't know. Creek. Yeah, this is worth a photo. Apparently I forgot to plug in my microphone back there, so that's alright. I wasn't saying anything important. Maybe you can't hear me and just see the moto footage. I've actually been thinking about splitting the microphone and putting one portion down there by the pipe, just to add a little bit more audible moto note. Woo, big gravel float right here. This is cool that there's still a lot of green and color out here in the mountains, but you see the leaves already falling and big water potholes. Look at this lighting. Woo, so cool. Oh, control burn. So they've came in and cut certain stumps or whatever. But yep. Alright, carrying on. I didn't smell it until I got right there on it. I can smell it over here. Oh, because it's all alongside the road right here. I wonder what that's probably what those other trucks are doing. So yeah, when we were looking out off the cliffs, that's where we were along that edge. We're probably further back or something. So when we saw those little smoke areas, that's where this is coming from here. It's interesting how it's just kind of smoldering along. It's not like this grandiose raging fire. There was a new fire break back there. How you doing, man? Folks out riding in the woods. That's what it's all about. I'm definitely going to be doing some pedaling trips through here, and I want to get on that Pinhoti and at least hike that as well. So that'll be fun. A nice little adventure loop. Anybody wants to come out here and come do a ride and hit me up. Come on, Talladega National Forest. I forget. Oh, so let's see. I think it's to the right. All right. Woo! So is this the way? Yeah, I came in this way, but I went right, which would have been our left just then. So this is That was my little loop right there. Little loop. So 34 miles from that last gas station. I was at 40 something miles to the gas station. So, yeah, nice lap for the day. Probably be 100 miles if I'm 20 miles away from the house here. This gets into all the switchy switchbacks down here. Man, I gotta rig my bike up with the big Yamaha style rally headlights, and when nighttime comes, then we're gonna be kind of getting it on out here. But I gotta get my bro's bike done first, and then we can start working on the extra. Oh yeah, the braking bumps. I forgot about this little section. They sneaky up on you. 6 inches of travel, baby. The TW will bronc you like a fucking Bronco. Ooh, that was a Hawk or something. Yeah, check out this little old homestead. So cool. I don't think anybody's living there anymore, but it's all super well kept up. Late in the afternoon and after work kind of style, like not ruling out the fact that somebody might be coming out to the woods or taking the long way home. Right? Now we're getting into the technical sections of the power line side cuts. Again, we'll do that kind of stuff later in the winter or something. When we get bored, or you know, we have a short day, half day, and we're just needing a knockdowns, some quickie trips. Just come out here and play around. I have to say, man, I've thought about it a couple times here on a couple of those big, not G-outs, but big rocker bumps. Like, really impressed with this ram mount holding my phone. Like, it actually holds it down. I only have a rubber band. They have the rubber band safety strap, like you can clip it in and then pull the rubber band thing over. I'll just only have it on the two sides right now, but I am actually impressed with how well that sucker holds. Yeah, because it would royally suck for me to lose my phone out here. It'd be like doing the retrace. If you noticed how I straight lined that section back there, but when you're running hard and you got to scrub off speed, you need to tap that front brake. You can brake hard in a straight line, but if you're off at an angle or something like that, that front tire is it's gonna throw you down. It's your best friend and it's your worst enemy. But learning to control your front brake and having your finger on it all the time and just kind of feeling it, like, don't do it a lot. Like, I'm just like kind of middle finger modulating it, but when I know I'm going to get into it, I'll put 2 fingers on it right there, and just the more you lean, the more you have to let off the brake. Like, you can jam the brake hard like that, sink the front end, but then when you get in a turn, you gotta like check it up and then like just kind of feather it out a little bit, just kind of feel it. That's where all the low speed stuff comes in handy. Getting that afternoon sun. You can't see it, but I got my 100% goggles with the green lens in it. It's actually cut pretty good. I'm normally running the bronze lens, but today I'm on the green. Ah, that would be... avoiding the mud holes. That's why they're all crossed up. They look at me like, oh, you're going on the wrong side of the road. I'm like, you're all crossed up on the side of the road. So like right here, I'm gonna like use this flat, hard front brake, feather out, downshift, and on the throttle. Drive it with the rear on the out. So when we came in, front brake straight. But yeah, they see, there's that Alabama marble right there. But I guess they're blocking it from people going down in here. But that's just gonna make guys want to do it more. But I think ooh, that tire. So that shows you how deep that is. I think in a video once before I saw somebody crossing. I can't remember if it was on UTV or Dual Sport bikes, but that looks pretty deep. Maybe in the summertime. Anyhow, we're almost out of this joint, but look at this little spread. It's still warm out here. All right, little doggy dog. I guess I'll just I'll let the tape run. Just let it out. Kudzu Alley right here. Where we go to pavement. Right here in the very, very old Sycamore. So Sycamore was pretty much a old it's a mill town, man. Avondale Mills. It's pretty much what made this place happen, and a lot of these people, their families. I think like my great grandparents or grandparents actually moved here to work at the mill, which was in these woods right here. And then now it's gone, but the kind of mill it was a cotton mill. That's actually where I went to first through third grade right there, and now that's pretty much abandoned. And yeah, there used to be this big factory right there, and like now it's weird, it's like gone. My brother was telling me about the other day. He's like, yeah, did you notice? I'm like, oh yeah, I noticed. This is an old area. I used to skate around and play basketball right here on that thing there. It's the post office. This used to be the bowling alley. It was a 2-lane bowling alley. That's where we had the Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts meetings. I used to ride bicycles off the edge of that wall right there. And this whole section over here on the right used to be Floyd and Beasley Trucking Company. It was a big freight trucking company, and there'd be hundreds of 18-wheelers sitting out there. And now I don't even know what it is. It's not that anymore. And then right over here is where that's my man Chuck Floyd's old house. It's funny, through Instagram this past year, we've rekindled after third grade. He just disappeared. He's like, I'm like, where'd you go all those years? And he's like, yeah, my parents just moved north and we left. And it's just like one day he was gone. And then I went from 4th to 8th grade here, and that's closed. So yeah, when these big mills, when we as Americans don't care about it being made in America anymore, and well, it's not that. It's when these big corporate, you know, heads of state, they're looking for the bottom dollar. Where can we do it cheaper? And they go overseas. Well, then there it goes. Eventually what will happen is we will run out of third world countries to go exploit for our manufacturing, and then we'll just have one price around the world for most everything. Right now we're still in the game of manufacturing at the lowest dollar, but this is the South, and this is where a lot of cotton came from. And in Sylacauga there, Avondale Mills, that was one of the largest. It was also part of the Sycamore. It's where it was a cotton mill, largest denim supplier in the world. And then right down the way, and Russell Mills, also a large entity. Right there at that facility, they used to make all of the NFL and NBL baseball uniforms and football uniforms. We used to handle them air freight coming out of there. And then when companies like Nike, you know, their overseas manufacturing, they can do it cheaper, and then they go in and get that big NFL or NBL sponsorship, cut all these guys out, but they also cut out tons and tons of jobs. That's just the way of the world, unfortunately. I was gonna see if I could shortcut that to my mom's place. I'm gonna go visit my mom now, but instead of going all the way up to the other road, I may yeah, let's do it. I see a little way. Cutting that wheat, farm operation. Yeah, these little roads, I haven't been on these roads in years, so it's just crazy to come back and get reacquainted. And a lot of it's not even reacquainted, it's just doing them for the first time, you know. you grew up rural as I did, and you're young, you know, you didn't get out that much. You didn't get out far from your neighborhood. You only got out if your parents was going someplace. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in the woods right by my house. Spent a lot of time. Yeah, this is all cotton. It's like these little side roads like this. I would have never have come down something like this, a little cut-through road. This is the fun of like cruising and checking out all these little backcountry roads, man. And I'm gonna tell you right now, there's nothing finer to do it on than this little TDUB, man. Like, backcountry touring it's TW's signature landmark. So we're just on the other side of where we were over there. Man, this is cool. A little tree roundabout. Is that a jump house or is that a paint booth? It is a paint booth. That's a fine shop. I'll have to go check that out. Alright, I know where I'm at now. So that's where we just were over there. On the other side of that guy. These little back roads. That's the old way to the old covered bridge. Yep, that is cotton, my friends. There's still a little bit of cotton happening out here, but nowhere near what it used to be. But yep, that's where your denim and your fabric and cloth and all kinds of things come from. Right there, cotton. Thanks for riding along, and be safe, or have fun as much as you can before. Alright, man. GCRad1, Yamaha TDUB Club, over and